Top 10 Best Manhwa with OPMC that keeps you hooked from the start. Hey there, fellow manga and manhwa fans! Are you tired of searching for the perfect manhwa with an overpowered main character that keeps you hooked from the very chapter? Well, look no further, because we have got you covered. In this video, we'll be counting down the top 10 best manhwa with an OPMC that will leave you on the edge of your seat. From action-packed adventures to thrilling battles and heart-warming romances, these manhwas have it all. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to discover some of your new favorite series. So, let's dive right in. Starting off with our number 10, Surviving the Game as a Barbarian. Get ready to step into the world of Surviving the Game as a Barbarian, the thrilling manhwa that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Meet Han Suli, a devoted gamer who has spent years trying to conquer the notoriously difficult game Dungeon and Stone. But when he finally defeats the boss monster, something strange happens. He is suddenly transported into the game world as Bijron Yandel, a barbarian. And this time, this is not just a game, it's a real life. Armed only with his weapon and knowledge of the game, Bjorn must fight for the survival against deadly monsters and keep his true identity as a secret and avoid execution. In the first 10 chapters, this manhwa has already become a favorite for fans of solo leveling. So, do check it out. Number 9. The Dark Mage's Return to Enlistment. Get ready for an exciting adventure in the Dark Mage's Return to the Enlistment. Meet Mi-jun Kim, an ordinary high school senior who suddenly finds himself summoned to another world and becomes a Dark Mage. After saving the other world with his black magic, Min-jun returns to Earth, leaving behind his wealth and glory as a hero. However, his comfortable days are soon threatened by a dungeon break, forcing him to enlist in the military to protect his home. The art is top-notch, although the characters can be hard to differentiate at times. But with an OPMC and thrilling dungeon clearing action, this manhwa is a must-read for fans of cool personalities and exciting adventures. So, don't miss out on the Dark Mage's Return to the Enlistment. Number 8. To Hell with Being a Saint, I Am a Doctor. Get ready to enter a world of magic and medicine. Into Hell with Being a Saint, I Am a Doctor. Meet Yushun, a genius doctor famous in the medical world who dies in a traffic accident and wakes up in a fantasy world with magic and monsters. Utilizing his knowledge from his previous world and combining it with magic, Yusung becomes a skilled healer, earning him the reputation of a saint. But despite his newfound abilities, Yushung remains humble and determined to use his skills to help others. With adorable artwork and a charming main character, this manhwa is a must-read for fans of light-hearted fantasy stories. The side characters are also written well and the world building is expertly executed. Don't miss out on the heartwarming and magical world of To Hell with Being a Saint, I Am a Doctor. Number 7. The Constellations Are My Disciples. The Constellations Are My Disciples is a thrilling manhwa that tells the story of Kim Joo-hyuk, a 17-year-old boy who is actually the reincarnation of martial god Yoon-oh Kim. After defeating the boss of the Tower of Destruction 300 years ago and preventing the end of the world, Kim Yoon-oh should have died, but is reborn in the present time. He then discovers that the constellations created during his absence are actually his disciples from 300 years ago, and he embarks on a journey to find them. This is a power fantasy story with an OP main character who is comically rude towards antagonist and the general public. While the art is above average, it is unremarkable. The short chapters can be a bit frustrating for readers waiting for new releases, but overall, this manhwa is a well worth reading if you enjoy power fantasies. Number 6. I Obtained the Mythic Item. Step into a world where technology and magic collide, and mythical monsters rule the land. Our hero, Jae-hyun, is a awakened raider, struggling to make ends meet until he stumbles upon a mythical item that changes his life forever. With a slow and steady unfolding of the story, this manhwa has more to offer than that meets the eye. The MC is smart, good-looking, and collected, making him easy to root for, while the supporting cast add depth to the story. The interaction between the main characters are engaging, and the villains provide the perfect amount of tension. This is another one of those regression-type manhwa, but it has its own unique spin, making it stand out from the rest. So, if you are looking for an exciting adventure filled with action and mystery, then look no further than I Obtained the Mythic Item. This one is definitely worth checking out. Moving on to our number 5, Transition Academy. In Transition Academy, Seo Jun is burdened by debt and forced to use his savings and surgery after an accident. With no other options, he decides to register for an academy that promises to turn him to an awakener. Upon joining Transition Academy, Seo Jun discovers that it exists on a different dimension from other hunter academies. As he trains to become a transcendent hunter, he encounters drama and challenges along the way. The manhwa focuses on dungeon-type exploration and training, with average artwork and well-executed fighting scenes. Seo Jun's kind nature adds depth to his character, making him a likable protagonist. This manhwa is recommended for readers looking for a hunter-themed story with a touch of a drama. Number 4. The Flag Bearer Warrior. In a world where nothing existed from the beginning, a young man named Jin Myung aspires to become a low-rank workman like his father, who had looked up to a workman without truly understanding their profession. Determined to bring honor to his father's dream, Jin Myung sets out to take a remarkable change in the workman position. With only a pair of mysterious shoes and a stick, he vows to transform the ordinary position of holding the escort bureau flag into a position reserved for only the best warriors. This is the story of Jin Myung, who relentlessly trains to become the flag bearer warrior, despite his low status as a workman. The manhwa is an epic tale of ambition, determination, and overcoming adversity as Jin Myung rises through the ranks in Gango to achieve his dreams. The art is impressive and the story is engaging, making it a must-read for fans of action-packed adventure. Number 3. Yakuza Cleaner. Introducing Yakuza Cleaner, a thrilling manhwa that follows the story of Banjo Taiga, a former Yakuza expert at killing who has now been assigned as a cleaner in a school full of delinquents. Taiga's new job comes with a set of rules that prohibits any violence, but he soon discovers that the school is plagued with rampant bullying, violence, and other problems that even the teachers can handle. Taiga decides to take matters into his own hands, and with his impressive set of skills, he embarks on a mission to clean up the school. Get ready for a high-stakes action-packed adventure filled with splendid techniques and refreshing developments. Yakuza Cleaner is a unique manhwa that blends elements of the underworld with school life, creating an intriguing storyline that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Number 2. Northern Train X47. In Northern Train X47, a seemingly ordinary train ride to the northern area turns into a nightmare when a mosquito-borne virus spreads and mutates passengers into zombie-like creatures. The main character, along with his family and other survivors, fight for their lives on the train as they struggle to find a way out of the infected carriages. With the stakes high and tensions rising, the survivors must work together to make it out alive. This manhwa is a thrilling and action-packed ride taking inspiration from popular zombie apocalypse works such as Sweet Home and Train to Busan. The main character's determined and heroic nature is a standout, while the supporting cast add depth to the story. The art is also well done, capturing the suspenseful and gruesome nature of the infected creatures. Fans of the zombie genre will enjoy this intense and exciting tale of survival. And finally, number 1. The Reincarnation of the Forbidden Archmage. In the Reincarnation of the Forbidden Archmage, the main character, a powerful archmage, dies and is reborn into a world with a leveling system. In this new world, he discovers that his sister has a rare disease, and he needs to earn money to treat her. To do so, he draws upon his past life experience and sets out to level up. While the story incorporates familiar elements from other manhwas, it is still an enjoyable read. The art is decent and the characters are fairly basic. The only downside is that the MC becomes overpowered very quickly, and the leveling system is not well developed. Additionally, no major villains or other memorable characters have been introduced. Despite these drawbacks, the Reincarnation of the Forbidden Archmage is worth checking out for fans of reincarnation and leveling systems in the manga. Well, Thank you for watching our video on the top 10 best manhwa with the OPMC that will keep you hooked from the start. We hope you enjoyed our selection of manhwas with powerful protagonists who are sure to keep you engaged from beginning to the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And if you have any other recommendations for manhwas with OPMCs that we might have missed, please let us know in the comment sections below. And keep reading, we will see you in the next video. Happy reading!